instructional video. So I've just logged in the Matrix. There's a tax button over here. I do property search. Actually, I do a quick search, but then I add a whole bunch of different fields down here. So I add close price. I add company owner. That's what you search. You add tax company owner, and then here I'm going to put star bank star. Also for close date, I just want to look at things that are after 9/9/08 with a plus. And that'll show you all properties in the tax records with the word bank on it. And then I'm going to look in a specific zip code. I'm going to look in a specific neighborhood like Great Falls and do a search. This shows 3 properties that are owned by Wachovia Bank, Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan Chase Bank, and then the property address, I put those in the columns. By default, you have to make your own columns. And these are 3 properties. Some of them will be on the MLS, some of them will not be on the MLS. Either they're coming soon or they're somehow locked up in some battle or something, because I've seen some properties that are 9 months owned by a bank and they have not put them on the MLS, and that makes no sense to me. So you want to be looking up these properties to make sure that there's nothing in your area that's going to be coming soon. Also, you can use it for negotiation tactics to say to the seller, hey, there's this bank-owned property on the street that's going to hit the MLS any day now. And especially works well with condos. Let's do another search in zip code 22201. That's Arlington, Clarendon area. Bank, and let's see what we got. And we got one same building, Clarendon 1021, and it has already gone under contract. It did go back on the MLS. Another bank-owned property. Let's also look for the words saving. Let's see if that helps us. Let's backdate this another year just to see if there's any more data. So the saving didn't show anything there. Let's try federal. And these are current owners, so it won't show you past transactions. So let's go back to bank and then do 22101, which is Arlington. No, sorry, 22101 is McLean. And here are all the bank-owned properties in McLean. You can sort by close date. Let's sort by close date and click again. December 2008, Bank of America owns Chesterfield Avenue, and you can pop that into Frankly MLS, and it might already be on the MLS. Let's see. It is not. It is not listed yet. You then have to check to see if it's already been sold. You've got to go into past data search. So you do a quick search, throw in the address, and then do a search for all active sold under contracts, and it shows that this property was withdrawn. That was probably withdrawn before it went to become a bank-owned property. So here's an example of a property in McLean, not on the MLS, was previously 729, that will be coming to the MLS shortly. December 08, it should be hitting the MLS fairly soon. Let's see if there's any other ones that are of quick interest. A whole bunch on Dolly Madison. So you wouldn't want to be buying something on Dolly Madison from one bank, Chevy Chase Bank, without knowing that JP Morgan Bank is going to be unloading theirs in a few days. So tax data is very crucial. Frankly, MLS makes it easier to get to the public record tax database. You really have to do some sleuthing. Other people have tried to use sites like realtytrack.com. I just haven't found that effective at all. I'll probably blog about it soon, so make sure you sign up for my blog at blog.franklyrealty.com. RealtyTrack, the only people that I know that have made money off of RealtyTrack are realtors that buy ads on RealtyTrack, because consumers that pay the $50 a month aren't able to find anything, so then they click on the realtor logo that says, I'll help you find a home, and that realtor just helps them find regular MLS listed houses. Also, as far as contacting these banks directly to buy from them, I've tried a couple times and I haven't gotten anywhere. They have a whole process and system. They want to make sure that they're not getting scammed, so they just make sure that it goes on the MLS, gets bid up above lists and all that stuff. But you can have your realtor try to hunt down some information. Here's a property at the Palladium, which I know is on the MLS. No, there's a see. This is another good example. Here's a property on the Palladium, in McLean, and we'll do a search for too many windows open. Do a search for Palladium or just the street address, and here's one bank-owned property for $639, which is under contract, but this bank-owned property 208, I don't see it here. So then I'd go to the regular quick search in the past to see if this property has unit 208, see if it's already sold. I have units here for shortcut. It's not there by default. And then I highlight all active, under contract, withdrawn. 208 withdrawn. That was withdrawn when it was listed by the seller trying to sell it for initially $980,000, then $899, and then it went off the market as withdrawn. And then we've now found the tax data that shows that it's going to be back on the market again. So I had someone who was interested in buying in that building, and if I hadn't done a full search like that, I wouldn't have told them about a bank-owned property that's coming on the market for $100,000 to $200,000 less than the properties that are currently available. So again, this is very important information. And for those of you out there that think that realtors are worthless, hopefully this might give you a glimpse of what we do. This is only a fraction of what we do to try to save you as much money as possible. Make sure you don't overpay, all this stuff. And no, this is not normal stuff. You actually have to put some thought into it. They don't teach you this in class. I teach some of these classes on how to do this stuff for realtors. Very few of them know how to use technology to its fullest. Hope you learned something. Hope I haven't rambled on too long. And make sure you subscribe both to the YouTube video and to the blog. Thanks. And post comments. Comments make people look good. Make me look good. Start a debate, even if you disagree with what I've said.